Hello there everyone, I'm Amit Ali.
I'm Jack Hammond, and we're reporting live from the Purple Rain News Center. In world news,
Tensions between Guatemala and Belize over a border dispute have risen sharply after a shooting incident in which a Guatemalan teenager died.
Guatemala says that the 13-year-old boy was attacked by Belizean soldiers. Belize says its troops shot in self-defense after coming under fire. Belize also accuses Guatemala of amassing troops along the border of Guatemala. Their claim to parts of territory governed by its neighbors dates back to when Belize was a British colony. Belize's government says that the Guatemalan teenager was shot dead on Wednesday in the Quebrada area near Chiquibul National Park on the western border with its larger neighbor.
Guatemala said the incident happened in a community which is on the border between the Guatemalan Department of Petén and Belize. Guatemalan President Jimmy Morales later described the incident as a cowardly and excessive attack and called for those responsible to be brought to justice. Defense Minister William Mancilla said Guatemala had deployed 3,000 troops on the border according to the AFP news agency.
It's a preventive measure. It is not a declaration of war, he was quoted saying. Meanwhile, Belize's government said Mr. Morales' comments were inflammatory. Belize said its patrol came under fire and was forced to shoot back in self-defense.
It added after the body of the teenager was found just inside the Belizean territory. The territorial dispute between the two Central American nations dates back more than 150 years.
Belize came independent in 1981, however, Guatemala did not recognize it for another decade because of the land dispute.
Earlier this week, Luis Almagro, the head of the Organization of American States, visited both countries in an effort to resolve this situation. This is a very serious situation and guns are also very powerful, so you need to make sure you know where you keep them. So watch this little video about gun safety. So cool. So cool. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey dude, look what I found.
Dude, I'm gonna miss that so hard.
Dude. Oh, is that Call of Duty?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, look,
Oh,
I
I
found this in
hope-
Dad's closet. It looks just like the gun in Call of Duty.
Oh,
Dude.
dude. But look at my.
Whoa, nice, bro,
Dude, I
dude.
know.
Dude, whoa, oh!
Oh no!
Well, that was very touching and a very clear message sent to you all. Make sure you know exactly where your guns are.
Whoa, keep going. We'll get that.
Now I will give it to Easton for an entertainment story about movie theaters.
Thanks, Jack. And hello, everybody. I'm Easton Phillips, and today I will be reporting all the entertainment stories. For years now, movie theater operators have been trying to dissuade their customers from chatting on cell phones or texting during shows. Some issue stern pre-show warnings that anyone caught texting or talking on their cell phones will be shown the door. It's not surprising, then, that the new chief executive and president of AMC Theaters, Adam M. Aaron, caused a stir by discussing that nation's second largest movie theater company would consider the idea of making certain auditoriums more texting friendly in a bid to get millennials to go to the movies more often. Teens, somewhat surprisingly, are going to the movies more and more often these days, as are those in the 60-plus set as measured by their percentage contributions to overall ticket sales between 2014 and 2015. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Easton, but true. That is very annoying when you sat in a theater and can't concentrate because people are on their phones. So take a look at this video of why you shouldn't go on your phone whilst watching a movie with others.
Well, I can tell you from experience that it is certainly annoying, and if you do that and you were trying to watch while someone was on their phone, you would surely get annoyed. So do not do it.
Yes, that's for sure, Jack. Anyway, moving to local news of Cincinnati. A 64-year-old man was killed in Symes Township Wednesday morning, Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies report.
Anant Singh was found dead in the 8700 block of Red Cloud Court after deputies were called to the address for a medical emergency. Investigators said someone killed Singh, saying his death was the result of a homicidal violence. According to the frantic 911 calls, Singh was found by his wife in the garage. Family, friends, and neighbors told WLWT Singh was a family man who had just retired from GE 2 months ago. Neighbors were shocked and concerned by the word of Singh's murder.
This neighborhood's quiet, very calm. It's very odd that it would happen in this neighborhood, neighbor Brad Tomkinson said. Neighbors said they've noticed crime in the area recently, but said everyone in the neighborhood seems to get along.
We recently had break-ins of cars in our neighborhood, which never happened before, so who knows, said neighbor Daryl Osborne. Officials with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office said they do not believe neighbors are in danger, however.
Anyone with information is asked to call the office's criminal investigation section at 513-851-6000, or Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040. Thanks, and now I will give it to Brady for a short story about one of the best soccer clubs in the world, Liverpool.
Thank you, Ahmed, and hello everybody. I'm Brady Swallow, and here we are at Liverpool Stadium, Anfield, talking about the Liverpool versus Dortmund last week in the Europa.
Thanks, Brady, and I do wish them the best of luck as I am their biggest supporter. They play tomorrow in the final against Sevilla, so I wish them all the luck and hope they all do well.
Now moving into world news, Donald Trump has won presidential primaries in all 5 U.S. states that voted on Tuesday, while Hillary Clinton triumphed in 4 out of the 5.
Mr. Trump called himself the Republican presumptive nominee after victories in Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island.
The results bring him closer to the number of delegates he needs before the party's national convention in July. For the Democrats, Ms. Clinton was denied a clean sweep by Bernie Sanders. For all the Democrats, Ms. Clinton was denied a clean... Wait. It's said twice. Okay, by Bernie Sanders.
After securing the 4 other states, Ms. Clinton said her campaign was setting bold progressive goals to improve lives in the US. I shall do also give all my luck to either Mrs. Clinton or Bernie Sanders, for either one of them to go head-to-head with Trump and win. Now take a look at this video of the elections.
This is Jack Hammond reporting live about the 2016 presidential candidates, and we're going to be taking views from Republican and Democrats. So, first off, we'll start out with Trump, just like the hair shows.
I think Trump is taking an aggressive way on his campaign and using immigrants in his favor to get voters.
Do you think that the majority of Republicans also agree with him?
Yeah. Now that we've heard the Republican side for Trump, let's take the views on what some people have to say about Mrs. Hillary Clinton.
I don't like Hillary Clinton. She's going to jail.
While most people have views similar to this, other people have actually been pushing for Hillary due to her extreme women's rights and also her struggling opponent, Barry Sanders, whose socialist views have been rejected by most, but is also being backed up by other people, mainly younger college students due to his free college ideas. Back on the other side with the Republicans, a close second to Trump is Ted Cruz, who is gaining success mainly because other people don't want Trump to win and because of his aggressive military campaign towards ISIS. That'll be it for now. Tune in next time for another special report.
Well, after looking at both sides of the campaign, now you,
decide.
only you, can decide who you want to vote for.
Now going back to local news, Amazon announced Wednesday that the Prime Now service will be offered as an additional benefit to Amazon Prime members who pay $99 a year for extra features and expedited shipping options.
In Cincinnati, Prime Now is available from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7 days a week. Customers in Cincinnati can get items delivered to their door in 1 hour for $7.99, while the 2-hour delivery option is free.
The service provides delivery on all sorts of daily essentials from staples like paper towels, milk or ice cream, to electronics such as laptops and Kindle devices, according to a news release. Prime members can download the Prime Now app or shop at primenow.com. New customers can get $10 off their first order by using the promo code 10PRIMENOW, all in capitals.
Take a look at this video of what happens when you order in the 2 hours that it's in transition. Well, it truly is amazing that Amazon can get you your stuff that fast. I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
Yes, Jack, it is very amazing
Yeah, I know.
indeed. We will talk about that, whilst Easton Phillips is talking to you guys about X-Men. Now to you, Easton.
Thanks, Jack. I'm Easton. And with 1 month to go until the release of X-Men Apocalypse, the latest and final trailer shows off quite a bit, including one fan favorite mutant whose participation was in doubt. Even with more mutants than the franchise's last outing, Days of Future Past, there's apparently room for one more, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Much like the trailer last month for Captain America Civil War that ended with a reveal of Spider-Man's appearance in the upcoming Marvel outing, this latest clip ends with the signature clause of Jackman's quick-healing surly mutant. We look forward to seeing Wolverine in action yet again. That's all on this story. Now thank you. And I will give it back to Brady for a sports story.
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt, but before we get to Brady for the basketball story, we have breaking news.
Up to 800 million in cash held by so-called Islamic State, or IS, has been destroyed in airstrikes. A U.S. military official says that Major General Peter Garretson, who is based in Baghdad, said the U.S. has repeatedly targeted stores of the group's funds.
The blow to the group's financing has contributed to a 90% jump in defections and a drop in new arrivals. He said in 2014, the US Treasury called IS the best funded terrorist organization it had encountered. In a briefing to reporters, Mashjen Gersen, the deputy commander for operations and intelligence for the US-led operations against IS, said under 20 airstrikes targeting the group's stores of money had been conducted.
He did not specify how the U.S. knew how much money had been destroyed. In one case, he said an estimated 150 million was destroyed at one house in Mosul, Iraq. Forces fighting IS received intelligence indicating in which room of the house money was being stored. The room was then bombed from the air, Major General Gerritsen said.
While it was difficult to know precisely how much money had been destroyed in total, estimates put the figure up between 500 million and 800 million, he said.
Islamic State's exact wealth is not known, but after seizing oil fields and setting taxes, it approved a budget of 2 billion and predicted a 250 million surplus just last year.
Take a look at this clip of how much destruction one explosion can make.
Whilst we are on the subject and Iran is looking bad right now, let's look at some of the good things about Iran.
I'm Easton Phillips, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Iranian cuisine.
While some desserts in Iran are eaten at specific ceremonies, some are good for everyday enjoyment. Some Iranian, also called Persian, desserts are made with local ingredients that are common in other aspects of Iranian cuisine, like rice, persimmons, and other cakes and cookies that use cinnamon and other spices.
So yes, it does, and also it depends on how it's administered. So would you personally rather drink or soak in rose water? This is totally personal.
I prefer to soak.
It's a huge commodity and a great export for Iran to Middle Eastern and European countries.
Rome used rosewater for its antiseptic and antibacterial properties. During the Middle Ages, rosewater was used to beat stress and depression. Even today, rosewater is used for many purposes in every household.
Again, we are severely sorry for the interruption, and now back to you, Braden.
Thanks, Easton. I'm Brady Swallow. We now have a story about basketball. Last month, on April 16th, the Golden State Warriors played the Grizzlies. It was a fantastic game. With the tone set, Golden State never looked back, scoring 37 in the first quarter, 70 by halftime, and more than 100 after 3 quarters. The Grizzlies were reduced to lambs at the slaughter, and the home crowd amused itself with rounds of the wave during the fourth quarter. 73 wins means I'm part of the best team ever, said Draymond Green, who clutched the game ball as he grabbed the microphone to thank the fans from center court. Not many people can say that. 15 guys can say that, and that's amazing. Before all eyes shift to the upcoming first round matchup, though, Take a minute to process this. The Warriors not only surpassed the Bulls' hollowed mark, they made win number 73. That one should have been the most excruciating, looked like a walk in the park. Take a look at this video of the teams.
Anderson. Green off the Randolph miss. Green finds Curry. Open three. Puts it in. Rebound, the other one won't go. It's Carter who played with Del Curry's dad. Curry another three. Got it. Randolph still as good as it gets down low in the post at 34 years old. Quickly down the other end to Draymond Green. The last time they played on Saturday, 25 points, 14 boards. Curry to the basket. Blocked by Barnes, but a foul. As Curry goes down, as Barnes picks up his first. Barnes has played for 9 different teams, including Golden State. They need to calm down.
Thank you. I'm Brady Swallow, and I will now give it to Luke for the weather.
Thanks, Brady. And now for the next video.
Thank you, Braden. I'm Luke Sweeney coming at you from Purple Rain News. And I'm going to give you your weather report. We have some heavy snow around Denver and San Francisco. And Kansas City is really wet. Around Dallas, moist. Alright, there will be high to moderate thunderstorms throughout the north and the east. Alright, so we're getting a lot of rain through the tri-state. As you can see, it's raining right around this region, more of the north and the west, and it's sunny to the east and the south. Alright, it will be extremely hot this coming week. It will be well above, coming around 90 degrees, and then for this week, on Wednesday, it will be 80% chance of rain with 58, and then Thursday, it will be 48. Friday it will be 70. Saturday 20% chance, and then it was 62, and then that's it for this week. Thank you.
Thanks, Luke. And now we're back with the next video.
Thanks, Luke. And I'm Easton Phillips again. This time, we will be talking about Barack Obama and the United Kingdom's royal family. The bathrobe worn by the young royal last week while meeting with President Obama and the First Lady reportedly sold out minutes after photos went public. Check out this clip.
Prince George meets the Obamas. The first family made a surprise appearance to Kensington Palace on Friday to have dinner with the royal family. Kensington Palace posted the cutest Instagram photo of 2-year-old Prince George shaking hands with President Obama in his pajamas. Dad Prince William and First Lady Michelle Obama were all smiles witnessing the adorable moment. Prince George made quite the first impression in his robe and slippers. The tiny tot is also seen enjoying some playtime on his rocking horse, a gift given to him by President Obama when he was born. The little royal has been on a roll with cuteness overload. Earlier this week, the royals took family photos, and Prince George was standing tall on a stack of risers and smiling from ear to ear next to the Queen. You can always count on this kid to steal the show.
My First Years, the retailer of the white and blue gingham robe, told CBS News that Princess Charlotte will also look fashionable very soon. Thanks for listening. And now I'll give it back to Braden for breaking news about Leicester City.
Thanks, Easton. And now for the final story of Rollins.
4, 3.
Gracias, Ahmed. I'm Brady Swall, and I'll be reporting to you another soccer story. Last week on Monday, Leicester City needed Chelsea to either draw or beat Tottenham in order for Leicester to win the league, as second place Tottenham wouldn't be able to catch up with 2 games remaining. Tottenham's 2-2 draw at Chelsea on Monday confirmed a stunning achievement for Claudio Ranieri's side. Leicester started the campaign as a 5,000-1 outsiders for the title after almost being relegated last season. But they have lost just 3 league games in what has been described as a fairy tale and the most unlikely triumph in the history of a team sport. Closest challengers Spurs, Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, and last year's champions Chelsea have all failed to match Fox's consistency across the season. They have well and truly been amazing this year and hope they can do the same next year. For those of you who do not know about soccer, here is a video talking about the sport. Thank you for listening. I'm Brady Swallow, and now I'll give it back to the news desk for a story about the intriguing country of Iran.
Thanks, Brady. And now we're back with the final story for now.
Yesterday, on Monday, 16th of May 2016, a 6-year-old boy was hit by a car in Hamilton. He was in serious condition Monday afternoon.
The boy was flown by medical helicopter to the hospital after the incident Sunday night, May 15th.
Investigators said that the boy was hit on Jordan Avenue just before 7 p.m. Police said he was on a 3-wheel bike that went out into the street when a Cherokee hit the boy and knocked him under the parked car.
Witnesses said that the boy darted into the street. Police said the driver was not actually at fault. That's all we have on this story and for all the stories today.
Thanks for watching, and tune in tomorrow at the same time for more stories and weather information. I'm Ahmed Ali.
I'm Jack Hammond.
And thanks for listening.